Hey guys, here we are. It's a beautiful day out. We're taking a walk, getting a little exercise in, because when you're at the poker table, all you do is sit down and do nothing. Anyhow, here we are. So session 3 is in the books. It is the first loss of the challenge. Believe it or not, we both lost. Results for the day are negative 250, Ray negative 25. I did gain on him, but
not.
So
he's making a comeback by losing money.
Yeah, I'm gaining on him by losing less. Anyhow, very, very uninteresting session for the most part. I think there's 2 hands that I can even think of. Other than that, it was a lot of raising the 14, missing the flop. Somebody bets into you fold. I was probably down about 200, won a hand for about 240, and by the end of it, down 25. Our pretty much same story, except he didn't win a hand to get his money back. So
you should tell him about the pocket 10 hand, maybe.
All right, so one quick hand. So here we are. Who's very aggressive, myself, I've been aggressive. We've been raising a lot, just not hitting the flop. Under the gun, Ara goes to $12, which means he definitely has a good hand, but doesn't mean that he has a great hand. He gets 4 callers. It comes to me in the small blind. Now, I look at his $12 bet that, sure, he could have a good hand, but I have pocket 10s.
And tell him what my stack size was.
Everybody else in the hand, I did not really put on anything exceptional because I only called the $12. I thought 10s were the best hand.
And my total stack size at the time was just slightly over $100.
So, yeah. And so I go and I re-raise from the small blind to 62, which is $50 on top. I really expect everybody to fold and just pick up an easy $60. That really was my plan. If not, I do have pocket 10s. I can continue with the hand. So Ara is the first one to call, which actually scares me a little bit because he was under the gun and raised. Now I definitely put him on a hand equal or similar to pocket 10s. One other guy called who was an old guy who hasn't said a word all day. As soon as he called, the bells went off. I thought it was absolutely park it jacks or ace king.
Park it jacks?
Yeah, park it. Because I think he definitely would have raised the $12 if he had queens, kings, or aces.
So since I was in this hand too, we were actually just talking about how people were a little bit tighter in daytime poker, and I didn't necessarily think he only had jacks or ace king. I was also including, if I didn't have 10s, I would include 10s in the range. I was also including pocket queens too, because a lot of people don't like to re-raise pocket queens. But I was also thinking pocket 9s as well, and maybe even pocket 8s.
All right.
So here, let's walk this way.
His effective stack was, I believe, about $130 to $140, somewhere in that range. So the flop comes out, and the flop, except for if he had pocket jacks, was pretty good. It was jack, 8, 4, rainbow. So I look at our stack, he has $35 left. The other guy has about 80. And once I put in the 35, I mean, it's very hard for me to fold to the other guy anyway. So I just bet exactly $35, hoping and assuming Ara was going to call and the other guy would fold, and then it would be between the 2 of us.
I think he even had less. I think he might have had 60. It was a pretty small raise.
I had
maybe
to call,
70.
Yeah,
maybe it was a min raise.
So when I bet that, Ara called instantly. And then the old guy goes and he goes all in. But his all in was only another $30. There's no way I'm folding once he had 65 total. So there's no way I'm folding. I don't feel good. I think he either flopped a set of jacks or I misread his hand and he might have queens, kings, or aces because this guy's not putting in 62 pre-flop with mediocre hands. So, like we thought, he had pocket queens. Ara and I both had pocket 10s.
Which you're very, very surprised to find out we both had pocket 10s.
The only thing that even gave me a glimmer of hope was it came, ended up coming, no, there were 2 spades on the flop actually, because the turn was a spade.
Oh, that's right,
which gave me 4 spades with a 10 of spades, obviously. And neither Ara or the old guy had a spade, so I could have won the pot on the river if a spade came, but it didn't. So we both ended up losing, he lost about 100 and I lost about 130 in the hand. That's the only hand that really stands out for the session.
So at least, I guess, in the final analysis, I made up ground on Ray in that hand because I lost only $100 in that hand.
Yeah,
and he lost an extra $30.
It was just weird because it was very tough to in our situation to figure out what I had in the hand. But both of us having pocket tens, when we saw what happened, made a lot of sense.
We're gonna cut to this guy really quick because he is way older than I would think someone would be cutting the grass, but I'm just proud of him cutting the grass on his own. So props to him. He gets a little credit in the video.
All right, so that's the only hand we're gonna discuss. I don't know, I think it kind of played itself. I could have obviously just called 12 pre-flop, but I'm not looking to try to set catch with pocket tens. When there's 4 other people that call $12, that's like dead money most of the time. So there's no reason not to try to pick it up. And Ara had so little in his stack that if he does shove, I'm more than happy to go with pocket tens for under $100.
And most of the time, well, I shouldn't even say most of the time. I think my analysis of the hand while I was in the hand was I was thinking if Ray did not have me beat, then he should probably just call the 13. I think, thinking about it afterwards, I think Ray probably made the right play, raising with pocket tens, even though it's a little bit on the lower end of his range.
Sit on the wall here. That's like a good place to finish the video.
But I think that normally in hindsight, if I was Ray in that position, I would probably just call the $12 and kind of disguise your hand as abnormally strong for being the last person to call against a short stack. It's just a risk-reward ratio type of analysis. And I think when you have pocket tens and you're up against people that have stacks around $100, it's kind of right on the borderline. A lot of times you do have the best hand and it is worth taking the risk. So we'd love to hear your ideas on this hand because it is kind of a borderline hand, definitely from Ray's point of view. And, let us know what you think. And again, we are going to be at Twin River Casino a lot, so definitely text us or message us or teach us how to use Instagram, and we'll, post some stuff on Instagram, and, you can play with us. So.
All right, so that's pretty much it. So I gained about $200 a ground on Ara, which means for the challenge...
Yeah, he lost 225 less than I lost.
He's still up about 700 on me. We're both in the positive. Both still doing pretty well after 3 sessions.
Yep.
Ours hourly rate is good. Mine is mediocre at best.
And we'll update those in the description too. We'll put the totals and the hourly rates in the description. The hourly rate probably doesn't mean much until we have at least 10 sessions in the books, because poker fluctuates so much. Even when it's even, it fluctuates a lot. So, but we will be updating the totals, and if anyone wants to know the hourly rates, we'll do that too. So. All right, have a great day, guys. Thanks for watching.
Bye.
And don't forget to subscribe and share and like and tell your mom about the video. Bye.